Let's run away together on love. Just lead me into your world.
Our first loss. This is really how it feels. It's been a rough night. Nobody likes losing. Obviously it's just one game, but like I said, nobody likes losing, especially me, being so competitive. However, as I am on top of this mountain, it relaxes me, it soothes me, clears my mind for the upcoming fixtures. We must move on from this loss, as heartbreaking as it is. Must continue. Can't let the fans down, can't let the players down, can't let my dreams down. There was once this little boy who dreamed of being successful. It's time to make that little boy proud. It's time for a comeback.
How do you feel after your first loss? Are you going to change any tactics for the next game?
I mean, every team does have a loss, but I don't think there's a necessarily need for change tactics, at least right now. It's only one game against probably the toughest team in the league, but we're ready to kick on and win the next game.
Are you going to make any more other signings?
As for signings, I think that should be it as for right now. If we do need any more signings, we'll go ahead and send them in January. But I think the squad is very, very good, and I do believe in them to help us and do amazing in the league.
Are you aiming for European football or mid-table mediocrity?
My goal mainly in this season, or basically in my career, is just to do the best I can with the teams that I do have. So there's really no set goal. I always aim to be at the top. So if that's something to take by, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Adroit.
Thank you. Hey, what is up, Camaradas? It's your boy Adroit, back again with another episode of the OGC's Mr. Adroit series. We're back with episode 3. If you guys have been enjoying this series or anything else on my channel, make sure to click that like button, the subscribe button, and that notification bell. Get notified anytime we do post. We've been doing really well with uploads, but as you guys know, on Monday is when I start school. So hopefully I can continue like this, but if I can't, you guys understand why. I've explained in the video before. But anyways, let's go ahead and start the video. So first things first, I'm still waiting on some fan objectives. I think that's the most important part of the series coming up. So the next episode will come out, other than today, it will be on Monday. So you guys will have like 1 day, 2 days to decide some fan objectives. I already have 2, so I just need 3 more and we should be fine. So please make sure you guys leave some suggestions down below for some fan objectives. That way it can make it a little bit more interesting and we can do some forfeits at the end of it. But anyways, let's go ahead and now kick off the episode. So taking a look at our last episode, obviously we did pick up 2 wins and our first loss as a manager, which was pretty heartbreaking for Adroit, as you guys saw. But in today's episode, we will be playing 2 league games and our first ever Europa League game, our debut. So we'll be playing against FC Nuts and multiplayer in the league, and our first visit to Belgium and our first ever European night against Royal Antwerp. So it's gonna be a really good episode. You guys will see right now. But anyways, let's go ahead and just straight away get into the episode. So as you guys saw for the press conference, I am deciding to not make any more transfers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show us, because where are we? I think we're before Leonex. There we go. We only made 2 signings and no sales because, like I said, our squad is very thin and a lot of young players, so there's no need to sell. But we did bring in Edouard and Simika to the club, and I think that's enough to get us through at least January. If we do start underperforming, or someone starts underperforming, we still have some money left for January, which is only about 9 million, which is not too bad, but I think that's fine. We should be able to survive like this. So we're gonna go ahead and just skip to the very first game of the season. So right before we do get into the first game, Theos did suggest to look at the board objectives real quick. So youth development is pretty high. Send at least 3 players younger than 20 years old, and I don't think we're gonna complete that. Maybe we might invest in a youth academy. Leave it down below. If you guys want to see a youth academy in this series, make sure to leave it down below, because like I said, this series is probably going to be one season every FIFA, so there's really no need. But maybe to make legends, maybe we should do that, like the likes of Laporte, who obviously if we do continue at Nice, or regardless, we'll create him in the next FIFA, and if we do decide to buy him in the next team we are, then we'll go ahead and sign him. But as for brand exposure, I only signed one young player, which we did, which should be completed. I don't know why it's not completed. Low, with the continental success is low, so reach the final of the Europa League. So hopefully we can go ahead and do that. As for domestic success, finish in a UEFA Champions League place. So that's sort of what we're aiming for. We're trying to do the best we can. And the Coupe de France reached around 16, which is not too bad. As for financial, keep player salary growth under 15%. Currently it's under 5%, and it says sell 2 players and sign 2 crucial players to replace them. We didn't do that because our squad's very thin and we can't sell players. So those are the board objectives. Theos didn't want to see it, so there you go. Moving on to this next game is against FC Nantes, who are in 11th place. We're in 6th place, but a win would take us all the way up to possibly 2nd place or 3rd place. However, as for the lineup, I think I'm going to go ahead and just change Rosario for Thuram to give him some game time. So let's go ahead and start this game and hopefully get this win. Okay, kicking off this episode straight away correctly. We're playing our first game of the episode away from home at Nantes against FC Nantes, who are in 11th place. So it's going to be a little bit of a tricky game. We can't get too confident either. We're coming back from a loss to PSG, which is really disappointing. But I believe in the squad. I believe in my team that they'll perform. Obviously, Kasper is the main man to watch in this video and in the rest of the series, because he's been on amazing form. But I hope the players do recover from their loss. I think they're ready. They've been training really hard ever since that PSG loss. So anyways, let's go ahead, get straight into the game and pick up this win. Straight away, the boys do pick up the pressure, and Calvin Stengs does win the ball here, and he finds a through ball to Kasper, and Kasper can score in the 6th minute. Kasper with a shot, and it hits the crossbar, and he is denied for his first goal of the episode. And here come FC Nantes on the attack, but Simakan does make a great tackle, and the ball is into Calvin Stengs. Calvin Stengs is running through midfield. Can he find some space for someone? Calvin Stengs does a little skill move for no reason, and it's still Calvin Stengs. Calvin Stengs moving down the middle, and he does see Kasper making that run. Gives it through ball to Kasper Dolberg for a second chance, cuts it side, and Kasper with a finesse shot, and he does finish it into the bottom left of the goalkeeper, and he gives us that 1-0 lead straight away. And as like I stated earlier, he is the man to watch this season. He's been such amazing form ever since the start of the career mode, and he gives us that 1-0 lead, helping us recover from that PSG loss, and hopefully more of the same for the rest of the game. 26 minutes in, we're already looking for the ball once again with that high pressure, and Calvin Stengs wins the ball once again, and he does find Kasper once again. It's Kasper 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. I have no doubt in my mind if he's gonna miss, and he does have a shot, and he does score a goal. That's the second of the game. This man is absolutely on fire. Somebody needs to sign him other than us, but we're glad that we did keep him in the squad for this season, because this guy's like another Haaland. He's gonna be the next Haaland, even though Haaland's younger than him, but he's really truly living up to his potential now after a couple bad seasons, after good Euros, but this man just cannot be stopped at the moment. 31 minutes in, here come FC Nantes, but we do get it away in Thuram. Does find Calvin Stengs, and Calvin Stengs does find Kasper No way. There's no way he's gonna get a hat-trick right now. Kasper on the first half hat-trick, and yes, he does. He gets his first half hat-trick, his first hat-trick of the career mode, his first hat-trick of this season, and probably way more to come, because at this form, at this rate, he's probably gonna get like 30 goals this season, and it's just too easy for him today. He does tell the camera to calm down because he's here. No worries, the OGC Nice fans don't have to worry because he's here and he's performing. But that's a hat-trick in the first half. Amazing performance so far. Let's go ahead and move on, see what happens next. As the first half is coming to the end, the ref's about to blow the whistle. We like to look back at the performance. It's been a really good performance from the boys today. They've really bounced back from that terrifying loss that they did deserve to win, to be honest. They did dominate that PSG game, but they just have to go ahead and move on. And now they're obviously showing that they have moved on, and they're winning 3-0 in the first half. But we still have a whole second half left. Let's go ahead and see how they do. However, right before the second half, we did decide to make some changes. We're already winning this game. We're probably getting 3 points. We take off Kasper to give him some rest for the Europa League game. Put on Edouard. Put in Laporte for Calvin Stengs. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the substitutions. So that's it. We're just rotating. That way we're ready for the Europa League game. Ready to give it our all. But anyways, let's kick on for the second half and hopefully get a victory. Straight away, both of our subs getting involved. Laporte does give a through ball into Justin Kluivert, and Justin Kluivert is going to take it down the wing, trying to look for Edouard, and he's still down the wing. He's going to finally cross it into Edouard, who somehow absolutely misses the goal right in front of the goal. He could have had his third goal or second goal of the season, and he just chokes it right in front of the goalkeeper. Maybe the pressure got to him, but we know Edouard's a good player, and he will recover from this. It's the 70th minute, and FC Nantes finally have an attack, and it's into Simon. Simon cuts back, and he gives it back to Touré, back into Simon, and Simon's looking like he's going to have a shot. I do have a tackle with Tolibo, but Simon does turn around, and he does fall in the box, so it's looking like it's going to be a penalty. Hopefully it's not a red card, and yeah, indeed it wasn't a red card. It was only a yellow. Tolibo has to be a little bit more careful, but it was a good attempt at a tackle, but Moses Simon did turn around in time to obviously win that penalty. But right now we conceded our first ever penalty, and let's see if our goalkeeper could go ahead and save it. Benitez is on the spot. Thomas, quick penalty. He's going to go to the left side, and Benitez does go ahead and save it. So our defense is really stacked. Our players are really hyped after that PSG game. They're coming back from it. They're recovering from it, and as you can see, Benitez even makes a save as a penalty. But they do have this corner, and they do have a shot, and it just goes wide. Straight away, we're on the counter. Claude Maurice does find a ball into Laporte into Alton Edward. Edward's going to hold it a little bit, and he does see Laporte on the other side. He turns, and he gives it to Laporte. Laporte, the youngster, can he score another goal? And yes, he does. Laporte's just been really prolific since he's joined the club. What a such talented youngster. I'm glad I've been playing him at forward, and you guys didn't say to turn him into a center mid or anything, but he does kiss the camera. Well, he sends kisses to the fans because he's really happy to play for this club. But we do go 4-0 up, and it looks like the 3 points are wrapped up. Straight away from kickoff, we're hungry once again, putting on that pressure, and it looks like we're going to win the ball with Laporte. And it gives it to Simikan. Simikan on the ball now, trying to look for some space. It's Claude Maurice. Maurice on the ball, trying to look for that run. And I do see Edward making that run, and it's Edward. Edward does get past the defender easily. Edward with a shot to get his goal, to redeem himself. Yes, he does. He completely ends the game now. It's completely over. 5-0. Nothing else is going to happen. The 3 points are secure as he kicks the corner flag in. These boys just really made a comeback in this the start of this episode after that PSG loss, but great game so far. It's the 90th minute, and it's looking like it's going to be the last chance of the game. Clover with a cross into Laporte, and it does go wide, but that is the last play of the game. Nothing much is going to happen after this, so pretty good game. Actually, amazing game to win 5-0 on the bounce back from the PSG loss. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to our next game, and let's see how we do. Okay, as you can see, after that win, we're currently in 3rd place, and we're 1 point behind Olympique Marseille. So another win, great to have that win. 1 point behind, like I said, and only 3 points off top spot. But let's go ahead and move on to the next game. Okay, guys, we have reached another part of Mr. ADROIIT'S career. Another part of his history is gonna be his first European night. It's away from home at Belgium, so there's gonna be a lot going through his mind today. As for the lineup, we're gonna have our strongest lineup out for today. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what he has to say about it. Yes, boys, European debut. Here we go. My first ever game at a European competition. It is in the Champions League, but it's the second best thing we can get. It is the Europa League. Thursday nights. It's gonna be a tricky season with Thursday nights, but we're gonna get through it. I believe in this squad. The squad believes in me. Hopefully the fans believe in us as well. We're looking to give it our best this season. Not saying we're gonna win it all, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a go. It doesn't hurt to try, right? But we're going away from home. We're going to Belgium against Royal Antwerp. It's gonna be a tricky game. Nothing to take away from that team. It's always hard to go away from home, especially out of the country. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. My European debut, boys. Let's see how it goes. Yes, boys, game time has arrived. We're here in Belgium in this respectable club against Royal Antwerp. It's gonna be a tricky game, like I said. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. The name isn't too big, but you can never underestimate a team like this in a European competition. These teams are always hungry and ready to give it everything they've got, but we're ready as well. We've got such a strong squad. As you can see, Arsenal's also in our group. FC Braga's another tricky side as well, but right now let's focus on the now and focus on Royal Antwerp. Hopefully we get this victory. We're with our strongest lineup. Kasper Dolberg's in form. Hopefully, please, we do get a win. The boys straight away picking up great energy at the start of this game. Only the 3rd minute, and we're already at our first attack. Yuri on the ball. He does find Cowan-Stanks. Cowan-Stanks will come back with a finish outside the box. He's going to score. And it's just a great save by the goalkeeper. And you guys will probably see that this goalkeeper has an amazing game today. But it's a brilliant shot from Cowan-Stanks. I was really excited to get our first European goal, but it's not yet to be. At least, not yet. 10 minutes later, again, we're bombarding on these attacks. Ready to score. Clover does cut inside. He has a shot, but it's blocked. And it's back to Claude Maurice. Claude Maurice into Cowan-Stanks. Cowan-Stanks takes that space. He's going to have a shot. He's going to score, surely. And another great save by the goalkeeper to deny us our first European goal. We're at Antwerp, desperately trying to get an attack, but we do pick up the ball into Rosario. Rosario does find Camara. Camara's running down the wing. He has some space, but he decides not to take it. Passes Cowan-Stanks. Cowan-Stanks does see Dolberg, however, and it's Kasper Dolberg. 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. Please score our first ever European goal. Kasper Dolberg, and he does put it in the back of the net. It's 1-0, our first ever European goal, our first ever European lead. And it's looking likely that we might win this game, but it's about to be the halftime, and we haven't scored but 1 goal. So hopefully we do pick up the slack a little bit in the second half. But it's been so far a decent performance from the guys, but Great goal by Kasper Dolberg. Straight away in the second half, we're chasing this game even though we're winning. I believe we should be scoring more, and that's Justin Kluivert down the wing. There's no space for him to do anything. There's no space for him to pass anything, so he has to do himself. Justin Kluivert cuts inside, he has a shot, and it's wide, but unlucky. But as long as we continue these attacks, I'm hoping that we do get a win. The boys really are starving to try and get more goals, and that's Claude Maurice on the ball. We did see Kasper Dolberg, 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper, please finish, and it's a great save once again from the goalkeeper. Like I said, he's been so amazing, the goalkeeper, so far in this game, and hopefully that shouldn't be an issue for us. But we'll see. Moving on to the 86th minute, nothing else has happened after that, but they do get a through ball in, and it's looking like they can score. Hopefully, please. Dolibo misses the tackle, and they have a shot, and it's in, boys. 87th minute, cheese. FIFA AIDS has made us concede a goal, and with 2 minutes left to go, we have to pull something out of the bag and hopefully pick up this victory. We don't want our first ever European debut to finish in a draw. It's the 90th minute. Come on, we have to win the ball now, and we have to score something. Please, someone get the ball. And it's now, I think we just tied our first ever European game. Our European debut does end in a draw, and it's not the worst thing in the world, but I really did want to get this win. I was really hyped, but Antwerp just kept us at bay. Mainly, the goalkeeper had such a great performance, but as you see, Mr. Adroit walks off, kind of disappointed. But we have to move on from this result, as we do have one last game. Okay, as you guys saw, sadly, we did draw in the 87th minute in our first European game, and just a lot to take through, but we move on with one more game on this episode. Let's just go ahead and sim right to it. So, we're going to be playing against 7th place multiplayer, and obviously we're in 3rd place. We're on good form, sorta. Obviously, that last game was really disappointing. It wasn't really a bad performance by us. It was more of a great performance by the other goalkeeper. You guys will probably see in a little bit, but we're going to move on to our last game of this episode, and I'm going to go ahead and save it real quick because I always save it before a game just in case it were to freeze, especially with PCs, it freezes a lot. As for the lineup, I think I might want to change it up just a little bit because a lot of these players have been playing a lot. So I'm going to bring back Thuram in the lineup, but this time as a playmaker, center mid, so he may not do his best. I want to go ahead and give Kluivert a rest and bring on Edouard so he can get a couple more goals in, and I think that should be pretty much it. I want to try to bring on someone else, but I don't think so. I think we should just keep it this way. So maybe around halftime, we'll put Edouard in the midfield, take out Dolberg so he can rest as well. But we're going to go ahead and go to this last game and see how we perform. One last game for this episode as a highlight. King Kasper, who's been in such amazing form. 7 goals in the League 1 so far, and we have to roll off that draw against Antwerp. As disappointing as it was, we need to focus on this game because we need to impress in both the League and European competitions as well as the League Cup. But we're back at the Allianz Riviera. Hopefully some positivity to have the home fans with us, but we're going to go ahead and kick off this game and hopefully we do get another victory. As you guys can see, it's already the 45th minute. I promise you, it's been such a dead half. Nothing has been going on for us. We haven't been able to get a shot away, and they haven't either. Just good defending overall, and just a lot of passing around. So hopefully, there's more action in the second half. 56 minutes in, we do pressure here, and we do win the ball with Thuram, who's starting today. And Thuram does give it to Edouard, and it's looking like we can finally get our first shot through. Coming next into Kasper Dolberg. Kasper Dolberg's on the ball. He's going to dribble past the defender, and that's Kasper Dolberg. It's still Kasper Dolberg. He runs past the defender. Please get us that first shot at least. You don't have to score this. Kasper Dolberg, have a shot, and he does get it into the top corner. King Kasper has been the main man in this episode, the main man in this series so far this season. He puts out heart to the camera as he loves playing for this club. This man has transformed his career, at least so far this season, and hopefully more of this to come from him for the rest of the season. It looks like the team talk has been really working well because Calvin Stanks does pick up the ball here and is looking for like more spaces now. The players are really running more now, and it's Edouard on the ball. It's Kasper Dolberg. Dolberg does find Calvin Stanks. Calvin Stanks have a shot. Make it 2-0. And yes, he does. It's 2-0. The team talk just had some sort of effect, and now the boys are performing how they should be. It's 2-0 at home at the Allianz Riviera Stadium, and hopefully more of the same for the rest of the game because we want to win the league. We want to win everything because we're ambitious and we don't care what the press thinks. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue and hopefully get this victory. The boys are really turning up now as there's a through ball into Kasper Dolberg, and it's looking like it's going to be 3-0. Is he going to have a shot though? Is he going to be the one to have a shot? It's Kasper Dolberg. He does cross it into Calvin Stanks. Calvin Stanks does chip it over the goalkeeper, and it's such a beautiful goal by Calvin Stanks, showing that Kasper Dolberg won't be the only goal scorer this season as Calvin Stanks picks up his second of this game so far. But 3-0, these boys are finally turning up, and it's really happy to see after kind of like a bad performance, I guess, against Antwerp and a really disappointing performance against PSG. The boys have turned this around, and we're now 3-0 up, and there's still a lot of game to go. Hopefully, we get more goals in. After that beautiful goal by Calvin Stanks, I think it's time to make some substitutions, give some players a rest. We move Edouard to the midfield, put in Kluivert on the right wing, put in Laporte for Stanks at the camp position, and we do decide to move Kluivert to the left and put Atal on the right wing, give him a chance so Lotomba could get some game time. But Let's see if the substitutions do make a difference. But if not, it's already 3-0. It looks like we're getting 3 points, but hopefully, at least we don't concede. We do pressure once again, and it looks like we're getting the ball. And yes, Simakan does pick up the ball, and that's Laporte. Laporte looking for Edward. And it's a perfect through ball into Edward. Edward, can you finish this? Can you get a goal? You've been chasing a goal the whole game, and he has a shot, and he does get a goal. It's 4-0. This game is absolutely over. Another great performance league-wise for the team. Edward celebrates to get his 3rd or 4th goal, I do believe, of the season, and this team is just working out. Even if King KASPER doesn't play, Edward's getting amongst the goals. If not, Calvin Stanks getting amongst the goals. This whole team is performing really well together, other than that one Roar Antwerp game, which is, I think, has been our worst performance so far. But it's been a great game so far, and that's the end of the game. There's no more highlights after that, so let's go ahead and move on to the league table. So as you guys can see, we did pick up another win, a 4-0 win against multiplayer. Obviously, we're in 2nd place with 15 points, 1 point right behind PSG, which is not too bad. Obviously, they're the obvious candidates for the title. So looking forward to next episode, we do have a game against Bordeaux, Saint-Etienne, and our first home game of the European season against SC Braga. Before we do end this episode, I do want to remind you all to make sure to leave some fan objectives down below, as well as some press conference questions. I already used mine obviously today. We continue like that every episode. Leave 3 press conferences. I will choose 3 press conference questions because I know that was getting more. I'm getting more than 3 press conference questions. So if you guys do like our press conference questions over the other one, make sure to like their comment so I can do it by top liked. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to click that like button, the subscribe button, and that notification bell to get notified anytime we do post. But make sure to always do the things that you love, the things that make you happy. Just be yourself, man. It's been your boy Droid. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day, and chamos.
Waiting for no one. We're headed straight up for the sun.